What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. And what we're going to be looking at is the monthly, the weekly, and the daily time frame. I told you I'd only come out here when it's important. Guys, it's important. We had a weekly candle close below that 50-week simple moving average, which we're going to get into. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. But as of right now, we're really showing some tough signals here for Bitcoin. One of the main ones on the monthly time frame, and we know the monthly time frame is the big driver. That's the big picture that we want to look at. In all the previous bull markets, we have held above, and this can be in green, our 12-month simple moving average. And guys, we still have some time left in this month to get back up above that, but right now it's not looking real good. If we close below that, typically that means the bull market is over. That's just what it comes down to, guys. I believe that's even more powerful signal than what the 50-week simple moving average is as well. So right now we potentially could, we still have some time left in this month, but we could close below in green this 12-month simple moving average, which is an important area for us. That also correlates with a monthly MACD cross to the downside. This entire bull market, we have been trading up above. We have not had any downward crosses. The last time we had a downward cross, that started the bear market as well. So just really keep an eye on that, guys, and be careful here on the monthly time frame. Next one, we're going to take a look at the weekly time frame. And this has been a huge driver for us as well, guys. Typically in these bull markets, even looking back to 2021 when we had the China correction or the China collapse where we dropped 60%, we still held this 50-week simple moving average. Now, guys, we are deeply below it. As of right now, let's see what we would need here. So in terms of price range, we would need a bounce of about 25% to close back up above this weekly 50 moving average. And that's an important area for us, guys. We are now we potentially could have two candle closes below. This candle's going to close on Sunday, but two candle closes below that. So even if we get a relief bounce, what we're going to have to watch is to see what the volume looks like, if it's just going to be a relief rally, or if there's actually going to be some legs to this, guys. But a lot is broken here because now we have to bounce up, we have to come back down, set a higher low, and then try to get back up and get back into an uptrend, as well as trying to get back up above this 50-week simple moving average, which is going to be at $102,000. So that's a big ask right now, guys, and that's not looking the best. If we get into the indicators as well, we potentially could have a MACD go below our zero line on the weekly time frame. This entire bull market, we have stayed up above the zero line. We now have the blue line below the zero, but we do not have the orange line below it yet. So keeping an eye on that. Our relative strength is going to be at 34. Our money flow has went negative. We're at a negative 0.06. You can see on our lazy bear squeeze, we are now in the red. So lots of work to do for the bulls. And as I've talked to you guys before, the space is highly manipulated. This could be playing on people's emotions. We could get a huge spike out of nowhere where it comes. But just looking at the technicals right now, the technicals don't look good. The chart looks broken. We need some type of manipulation if this bull market is going to continue, because as of right now, the signs are not looking good, guys. And I just always want to be honest with you. If we take a look at the one-day time frame, we're well below our 200-day simple moving average. As you know, people like Paul Tudor Jones, that's a really big deal for institutional investors. They want to see you trading up above the 200-day moving average, as well as that 50-week simple moving average, as we were talking about earlier. And right now, guys, we're trading really far below this 200-day simple moving average. We are down, again, like 24%, 25% from this moving average. So when people say, you know, for sure we're going to be bullish, what has to happen first, essentially, guys, we have to have a big enough bounce here to come back down and set a higher low and then go up and get a higher high. We need to change the trend. On the daily time frame here, you can see we had a high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We're in a downtrend right now, and there's nothing you can do to fight against that as of right now. Hopefully, if we go down a little bit farther, we could find some support here. We would look to around $75,000 or so for support. But right now, guys, just all the way around, the technicals aren't looking the best. The relative strength is going to be at 22 on the daily time frame. The MACD is below the zero line here on the daily time frame as well. Our money flow is going to be at a negative 0.16, and our lazy bear squeeze is still firing to the downside here. So also, if we get into the technicals, I want to take a look at this. And guys, on the 1 month time frame, we're at now a neutral. On the weekly time frame, we're now a sell, and on the daily time frame, we are now a sell. When we're in the healthy uptrend, all those main drivers of the time frames and the moving averages were in the buy. So a lot has changed here. When you have these sharp drops the way that we have had, a lot of structure can get broken. And guys, just stepping back on the weekly time frame, all the big dogs in this space were paying attention to this 50-week simple moving average, and the fact that we could not hold it, that shows a lot of weakness. So I'm not coming out here trying to be doom and gloom. We can get some big manipulated pump out of nowhere, but just looking at the technical analysis right now, there's a ton of work to do for the bulls here. We're starting to get into some of those levels where, we're oversold, but in my opinion, it could just be a relief rally if we start to get a bounce. And how we're going to know the difference is looking at the volume. If we get a bounce up here and it's on weaker volume, most likely we're going to get another leg down. We need big volume to come in, and we need to see that V-shaped recovery so we at least have enough room to come back and set a weekly higher low and then try to change the trend back into an uptrend. But right now, guys, I would just say be careful. Don't try to pick any bottoms, anything like that. That's how you can get in trouble. If you're already in positions and you've been holding and everything, I wouldn't panic sell right now. I would just be more cautious. In my opinion, I wouldn't be adding to a lot right now. So just be safe out there, guys. God bless each and every one of you. Let me know down below what you think. Is there going to be some manipulation? Is this going to turn around? Or are we truly in this bear market and the bull market is done now for Bitcoin? Would love your take down low. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.